Have you ever placed a hand on your chest and felt your heartbeat crash like waves against the shore? Close your eyes for a moment and listen. That's Omega-3 for heart health in action. But if those beats falter or skip, you could be missing the first sign of a disrupted heart rhythm. I'm Harold Bennett, and I've woken in the middle of the night to a racing, uneven pulse. Everything changed when I met Dr. Clyde W. Yancey, Chief of Cardiology at Yale New Haven Hospital. He showed me how EPA DHA stabilizes cardiac cell membranes and reduces atrial fibrillation risk by up to 25%. Suppose you've ever sensed that one misplaced beat. Type "wave" in the comments so our community can share their experiences. Don't click away. At the 6-minute mark, I'll reveal how a simple morning Omega-3 ritual can lower your triglycerides and support a steady heart rhythm in just 7 days. Have you ever thought you were invincible just because your triglycerides read 120 milligrams per deciliter and everyone praised you, saying, "You're so healthy"? I did, until one night I jolted awake to my heart pounding irregularly, like war drums in my chest. The first time, I brushed it off as stress. The second time, the alarm sounded for real. One crisp autumn morning, I walked into the Yale New Haven Cardiology Clinic and met Dr. Clyde W. Yancey, Chief of Cardiology. He quietly handed me my Omega-3 index result, just 3%, well below the American Heart Association's 8% recommendation for Omega-3 for heart health in 2024. This imbalance disrupts your heart rhythm and raises atrial fibrillation risk, he explained. According to JACC 2021 data, adequate EPA DHA supplementation can cut that risk by 25%. In that moment, I hit rock bottom. Dr. Clyde W. Yancey, MD, MSc. Dr. Clyde Warren Yancey, born January 2, 1958, is an American cardiologist and a major stat professor of medicine, cardiology, at Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine. He served as president of the American Heart Association in 2009 to 2010 and is currently vice dean for diversity and inclusion. Dr. Yancey earned his MD from Tulane University School of Medicine in 1982, completed residency and fellowship at Parkland Memorial Hospital and UT Southwestern Medical Center, and has since led major research initiatives in heart failure, transplantation, and prevention of arrhythmias. His work on omega-3 fatty acids and heart rhythm variability has been published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology and cited over 6,000 times. Dr. Yancey's contributions include leading a 2021 JACC guideline update on atrial fibrillation management, showing that adequate EPA DHA intake reduces atrial fibrillation risk by up to 25%. And spearheading clinical trials on heart failure therapy. He is widely recognized for his advocacy on cardiovascular health equity and continues to mentor cardiologists worldwide. References and profiles. Northwestern University Faculty Profile, Clyde W. Yancey. Wikipedia, Clyde Yancey, includes photo. JACC 2014 Guideline on Atrial Fibrillation, co-authored by Yancey January CT et al., JACC 2014, 64, 21E1, P76. AHA press release on Yancey's AHA presidency, American Heart Association, 2009 to 2010. Dr. Yancey then detailed the science. Omega-3 fatty acids weave into cardiac cell membranes, stabilize sodium and calcium channels, and enhance heart rate variability, all while tamping down inflammatory mediators. Imagine your heart as a rubber ball. Without the right lubrication, it bounces erratically, he said. I realized I had neglected this foundational support for my heart for years. Immediately, I embarked on my Ascent experiment. Each morning, I took 2 g of fish oil delivering 1,000 mg EPA and 500 mg DHA, and I added wild salmon and ground flaxseed to my diet. 2 weeks later, I felt a clear change. My resting heart rate fell from 72 to 68, and the midnight palpitations vanished. This compelling lesson wasn't just personal, it was the scientific truth that enlightened me. Next up, we'll dive into the 7-minute Omega routine, a simple daily practice to banish vascular inflammation and stabilize heart rhythm in just 7 minutes. Stay with me. And if you've ever woken up to a strange thump in your chest, type "wave" in the comments so our community can share and support each other. Have you ever stared at a bottle of fish oil and wondered if Omega-3 for heart health really keeps your heart rhythm steady? Here are the 5 critical questions to ask before you start. EPA versus DHA, which fatty acid does more for arrhythmia prevention and stabilizing cardiac cell membranes? Optimal dosage, is 1g, 2g, or 4g per day needed to improve heart rate variability? Triglyceride impact, how effectively does Omega-3 drive triglyceride reduction in just weeks? Measuring success, what's the best method to track your Omega-3 index and know you're on target? Safety profile, what fish oil side effects or interactions with heart medications should you watch for? If you're ready for clear answers and to safeguard your rhythm, type "wave" below. In the next segment, I'll tackle question 1 head-on, EPA versus DHA, which really is the hero for your heart. Stay tuned. Have you ever realized that just 2 small fatty acids can decide whether your heart beats smoothly or skips a beat? Picture your cardiac cell membrane as an airport runway. Without enough lubrication, the plane shudders. With the right oil, it glides effortlessly. That's the power of Omega-3 for heart health. When you take EPA DHA, these molecules integrate into the lipid bilayer of heart muscle cells, increasing membrane fluidity and stabilizing electrical signaling for a steady heart rhythm. EPA excels at inhibiting COX and LOX enzymes, cutting production of pro-inflammatory mediators like thromboxane and leukotriene, directly enhancing heart rate variability. Meanwhile, DHA fine-tunes sodium and L-type calcium channels, smoothing depolarization and repolarization cycles to lower the risk of arrhythmic events. Beyond that, EPA and DHA trigger production of resolvins and protectins, specialized inflammation resolvers, that not only keep vessels flexible but also protect against damage over time. This dual action is a cornerstone in cardiac arrhythmia prevention, shielding you from atrial fibrillation and reducing the odds of heart attack and stroke. A 2022 circulation study showed that 2 grams of EPA per day slashed surplus intracellular calcium and sodium, improving heart rhythm stability by 30% in 8 weeks. A 2021 JACC meta-analysis confirmed DHA's role in cutting premature beats and boosting heart rate variability by 15%. Understanding how each Omega-3 fatty acid works transforms taking a fish oil capsule from a habit into a scientifically grounded strategy for lifelong cardiovascular resilience. In the next segment, I'll guide you through the 7-minute Omega-3 routine that leverages these mechanisms to steady your heart rhythm with just minutes of daily practice. Don't miss it. Have you ever jolted awake in the middle of the night, convinced your heart skipped a beat, like a sudden thud echoing in your chest? That was me in winter 2022, 3 nights straight, an irregular pulse rattling me awake. At first, I blamed stress, then coffee, but by the 3rd night, I knew my heart rhythm was in trouble. The next morning, I found myself in Dr. Clyde W. Yancey's office at Yale New Haven. He reviewed my lipid panel and said, "Your triglycerides are 180 milligrams per deciliter, above recommended levels, and your Omega-3 index is only 3%, far below the AHA's 8% target for Omega-3 for heart health." According to the 2021 JACC study, such low levels of EPA DHA not only disrupt rhythm but also blunt heart rate variability, paving the way for atrial fibrillation and higher heart attack risk. Dr. Yancey advised a daily 2g fish oil regimen providing 1,000 mg EPA and 500 mg DHA, plus wild salmon and ground flaxseed. He explained, EPA and DHA weave into cardiac cell membranes, calm ion channels, and curb inflammation, the cornerstones of cardiac arrhythmia prevention. I called it the 14-day trial. In week 1, nighttime palpitations dropped to a single scare. By week 2, I slept soundly, my resting heart rate slumping from 74 to 68 BPM. The relief was immediate. I knew I was on the right track. I share this not just as personal history, but because those early wins prove the power of Omega-3 fatty acids. If you've ever woken to a sudden thump in your chest, type "wave" in the comments so our community isn't alone. In the next segment, we'll delve into Omega-3 dosage and forms, how to choose the best Omega-3 supplement and the optimal Omega-3 dosage to stabilize your heartbeat each day. Don't miss it. Which fish oil capsule will you choose from the thousands on the shelf? Some boast high EPA, others claim a balanced EPA/DHA blend. How do you know the right Omega-3 dosage to stabilize your heart rhythm? That's why understanding the Omega-3 for heart health dosage and formulation is crucial. The American Heart Association and European Society of Cardiology recommend 1 to 4 g of EPA and DHA per day for cardiovascular protection, but not all fish oil supplements are created equal. EPA-rich versus balanced EPA/DHA. EPA-rich, greater than or equal to 70% of total omega-3 excels in cardiac arrhythmia prevention and rapid triglyceride reduction. A 2021 JACC trial showed that 2 g of EPA daily cut atrial fibrillation risk by 25%. Balanced EPA/DHA, 50:50 or 60:40 supports membrane stability, boosts heart rate variability, and offers brain benefits. If you need rhythm stability and improved HRV, this comprehensive blend is ideal. Ethyl ester versus natural triglyceride versus re-esterified triglyceride. Ethyl ester. Common and affordable, but absorbs 20 to 30% less efficiently. Natural triglyceride, easier on digestion, better absorption, fewer fish oil side effects like gas or reflux. Re-esterified triglyceride, premium form with up to 85% absorption, often the best omega-3 supplement for seniors and chronic patients, though it comes at a higher price. Specific dosage guidelines. High triglycerides, 2 to 4 g EPA daily, split between morning and evening, for at least 8 weeks. Stabilizing HRV and rhythm, 1 to 2 g total EPA plus DHA each morning with fat-containing food to enhance uptake. Atrial fibrillation prevention, 3 g EPA daily for the first 4 weeks, then taper to 1 g daily. Usage tips. Take your capsule with a main meal rich in healthy fats to activate lipase and boost omega-3 fatty acid absorption. If you're on anticoagulants, warfarin, DOACs, consult your physician about bleeding risk. Most fish oil side effects are mild but can interact. Recheck your omega-3 index after 12 weeks. Aim for an EPA plus DHA level of greater than or equal to 8%. With this knowledge, you can select the perfect supplement, from a high EPA formula to slash triglycerides and reduce heart attack and stroke risk, to a balanced blend that maintains smooth heart rhythm long-term. In the next segment, we'll explore the 7-minute Omega routine, transforming scientific dosages into an easy daily habit to keep your cardiovascular system in harmony. Stay tuned. Have you ever believed you needed hours at the gym to support omega-3 for heart health? What if just 7 minutes a day could steady your heart rhythm and boost heart rate variability? The 7-minute Omega routine pairs targeted omega-3 fatty acids with movement and breath work to deliver powerful fish oil benefits seniors can rely on. Morning Omega-3 drink, 2 minutes. At dawn, blend your Omega shake. 200 milliliters almond or skim milk. 1 scoop of collagen powder, optional. 1 teaspoon of omega-3 powder or a fish oil capsule delivering 1000 mg EPA plus 500 mg DHA. Half a banana and a handful of chia seeds. Sip slowly. This ritual floods your system with EPA DHA, while healthy fats and fiber enhance absorption for maximum cardiovascular impact. Midday movement, cardio light, 3 minutes. Take a break and get your blood pumping. March in place for 1 minute, lifting your knees high to drive oxygen-rich blood into your heart. Jumping jacks for 1 minute to activate enos and improve arterial flexibility, sensitized by your morning omega-3. High knees for 1 minute, coordinating each lift with deep inhales and slow exhales, 2-to-1 ratio, to turbocharge heart rate variability. These 3 simple moves circulate omega-3 for heart health throughout your body, reinforcing cardiac arrhythmia prevention. Evening breath work and stretch, 2 minutes. Before bed, unwind in just 2 minutes. Sit upright with your back against a wall and close your eyes. Practice the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. As you exhale, raise both arms overhead, stretching your chest and shoulders. This ritual not only calms your pulse but also complements DHA's effects on your cardiac nervous system, helping you drift into restorative sleep and maintain a steady heart rhythm all night. By completing all 3 steps, you've invested 7 minutes to amplify fish oil benefits that seniors care about. From smoothing out electrical signals to promoting inflammation-resolving molecules. If you've just finished your morning Omega-3 drink while watching, type "shaked" in the comments to let me know you've kicked off your heart-stabilizing journey. In segment 8, we'll launch the 7-day Omega Audit, where we'll track your progress and dial in your Omega-3 index together. Stay with me. Have you ever wanted to see how your heart rhythm stabilizes in hard numbers after just 1 week? That's exactly what the 7-day Omega Audit delivers. Each morning, take 2 minutes to record and track. Day 1, measure your resting heart rate, HR, immediately upon waking and note any palpitations during the day. If you have an HRV monitor, log your heart rate variability too. Days 2 to 3, continue logging HR and HRV, marking heavy check mark if you experience no palpitations or if you do. Also jot down deep sleep minutes and morning energy levels. Day 4, if possible, retest your Omega-3 index, aim to rise from a low baseline, e.g. 3%, to at least 5% by week's end for optimal Omega-3 for heart health. Days 5 to 6, track HR, HRV, and palpitations again. You should notice that Omega-3 fatty acids improve variability and reduce irregular beats. Day 7, summarize your data. How many beats per minute did your HR drop? By what percentage did your HRV increase? How many palpitations remain? How has your sleep quality and mood shifted? Your goal is an HR between 65 to 70 BPM, an HRV boost of at least 10%, and palpitations nearly eliminated. This daily record-keeping not only fuels cardiac arrhythmia prevention but also clearly demonstrates the impact of fish oil on your cardiovascular system. Ready to commit? Comment "Audit" below to join the community challenge. In the next section, we'll debunk 3 common fish oil side effects myths and reveal the optimal timing for your daily dose. Don't go anywhere. Have you ever been told fish oil will trigger arrhythmias or only salmon delivers real EPA DHA? The truth is, these rumors keep countless seniors from the proven benefits of Omega-3 for heart health. Let's smash 3 dangerous myths. Fish oil causes arrhythmias. In reality, fish oil side effects are mild and rare. A 2022 circulation study tested up to 4 g of EPA/DHA daily and found no increase in atrial fibrillation. Instead, it bolstered cardiac arrhythmia prevention by stabilizing electrical signals in the heart. Only salmon supplies enough EPA. While salmon is excellent, you can also get potent Omega-3 fatty acids from sardines, mackerel, or a high-quality Omega-3 supplement. 1 triglyceride form capsule with 1,000 mg of combined EPA and DHA equals a fatty fish serving, supporting a steady heart rhythm without eating pounds of fish. Fish oil raises blood lipids. That's backward. EPA DHA drives rapid triglyceride reduction. A 2021 JACC meta-analysis showed 2 to 4 g of EPA daily cut triglycerides by up to 30% over 8 weeks. Any lipid spike typically comes from impure, poorly refined products, not pure fish oil. Armed with accurate knowledge, you can confidently choose the right supplement and keep your heart rhythm on track. If you once believed any of these myths, type "by myth" below so our community spreads the facts. Next up, the 30-day Omega Challenge, where we turn 1 week's success into a full month of lasting cardiovascular health. Stay tuned. What if you could lock in a steady heart rhythm and see real triglyceride reduction in just 30 days? The 30-day Omega Challenge turns theory into action. Each day you tick off D, M, B, drink, move, breathe, on your calendar while tracking your progress. Week 1, Building the Foundation. Days 1 to 7 are all about consistency. Every morning, enjoy your morning Omega-3 drink delivering 1000 mg EPA DHA. At midday, complete the 3-minute cardio light routine. Each evening, practice 2 minutes of 4-7-8 breath work and stretch. Mark each D, M, B box and record your resting heart rate and any palpitations. Aim to hit at least 80% of your D, M, B boxes and reduce palpitations to 1 or 2 events this week. Week 2, Powering Electrical Stability. Days 8 to 14 introduce a fiber boost. Add a spoonful of chia or quinoa before your second Omega-3 dose to enhance absorption of Omega-3 fatty acids. Continue logging your heart rate variability and resting heart rate. By midweek, you should see at least a 10% increase in HRV and a 2 BPM drop in resting rate, early proof of cardiac arrhythmia prevention. Week 3, Leveling Up. Days 15 to 21 ramp up the routine. Extend your morning flow stretch by 2 minutes, now a 4-minute sequence, to further improve arterial flexibility. Add an extra serving of sardines or mackerel at dinner to your D-M-B+ food log. By week's end, expect a 10% drop in triglycerides compared to day 1 and a noticeably smoother pulse at rest. Week 4, Fine-tuning and reflection. Days 22 to 28 dial back coffee and sugar to a maximum of 1 cup or serving per day. Each morning, score your sleep quality and stress levels on a 1 to 10 scale, record these in your journal. Your target is scores of 8 or above, 0 palpitations, and enhanced energy. Days 29 to 30, celebrate your wins. On day 29, capture a time-lapse of your morning Omega-3 drink and tick off your final D-M-B box. On day 30, tally your achievements. Count how many days you completed full D-M-B, and measure resting heart rate, HRV, and triglycerides. If your HRV climbed by at least 25% and your resting rate dropped to 65 BPM or below, congratulations, you've mastered your Omega-3 for heart health. Rewards and Toolkit. Complete all 30 D-M-B boxes and comment, Omega Flex, with a photo of your red-checked calendar. You'll receive the Omega-3 Mastery Toolkit, including a 7-day audit sheet and 30-day challenge calendar, a recipe mini-book with 15 high EPA/DHA dishes, an HRV and triglyceride tracking chart. This challenge isn't just about fish oil benefits for seniors, it's about lowering heart attack risk, stabilizing heart rhythm, and boosting your daily vitality. Ready to build your cardiovascular castle one block at a time? Tap like, share, and type Omega Flex now. Have you spent 30 days with the D-M-B routine and felt your heart growing stronger with every beat? There's one final step to lock in those gains. Claim your Omega-3 Mastery Toolkit, a free, high-value package designed to keep your heart rhythm steady well beyond this challenge. Type Omega Flex in the comments below to receive. 7-day audit sheet, track resting HR, HRV, palpitations, and triglycerides during your first week. 30-day challenge calendar, mark D-M-B+ daily serving reminders for seeds, fish, and recipes. Recipe mini-book, 15 simple, high EPA DHA dishes, from sardine salad to chia seed smoothies. HRV and triglyceride chart, printable graphs to compare your progress across weeks 1 through 4. Join our Living Strong with Harold Facebook group to post your red-checked calendar photos, ask questions about Omega-3 dosage, and get direct support from fellow Americans committed to cardiac arrhythmia prevention and lifelong Omega-3 for heart health. If you found this video helpful, hit like and share to spread the word. Subscribe and ring the bell so you won't miss next week's installment, Vitamin D3 Synergy, Uniting K2, Mg and Omega-3, premiering soon. You've completed a transformative journey, Now let's make these habits your American way of life. Drop Omega Flex in the comments to activate your toolkit and join our next 30-day support series. Thank you for following along, and here's to strong hearts and smooth rhythms.